She is genuine, she always makes people feel heard and important, and she takes the time to truly think about her words before she speaks. These are just a few of the things that I admire about Daphna. First semester this year, I had the pleasure of being in Daphna's Joy of Torah class. I expected it to be like any other class, but instead Daphna transformed the Pagoda into a place of listening, appreciation, and chaotic fun. I think we all learned about each other and about ourselves in every single class. I'll always cherish the memories of our DMCs, our impromptu dance parties, the rainy days, and the day Dahlia climbed in through the window. Thank you, Daphna, for giving us the space and tools to truly listen, to speak what was on our minds, and to delve into a deeper awareness of ourselves and our relationship to Torah.
I have the amazing honor of talking about one of the best people at Maayan, Sarah Zatz. She is probably the person I admire the most. She always has a positive energy that makes you feel like you can accomplish anything, and has a motherly love as if you were her own kid. She has helped me grow in so many ways, and I can't thank her enough. She is one of my biggest role models. It's always the best when I can walk into the office and I know she'll be there to chill, or even if you just want to say hi. All you need is to see her genuine smile, and it can brighten up your day. Her essence is just so welcoming and warm, and it's impossible to be upset around her. She has helped me with so many difficulties that have happened over this year. She was always there to help me and always the shoulder to cry, although not during Corona times. I honestly don't know how I would have made it through this year if I didn't have Sarah by my side. So thank you for everything you have done for me and for everyone, whether it's baking us cookies at Kesher, letting me chill in the office, letting me rant to you about hard times, even buying me shampoo and conditioner since we can't leave. Thank you, by the way. And everything in between. I'm so excited to be able to come back next year, B'ezrat Hashem, and I can learn even more from you. We love you.
L'chaim, l'chaim. Don't worry, Dina, it's water. There is so much I could say about how Rev Ginsburg has impacted my life over the last couple of years, from AP until today. You've always been on my side through everything, helping me with every step of the process. You were there when I was deciding which seminary to attend. You also helped with my addiction with water in your Alcohol Anonymous class. And you are a huge reason why I came to Maayan in the first place, and helped me through the entire process of making this all happen and answering any questions I had along the way. You taught me what it means to live in the present, to not worry about the past because it's already happened, and also the future because we're not there yet, but rather to live in the present and to make every second count, and to be able to take away everything that I can from every single experience I'm in. It has been a true honor to be one of your interns this year for NCSY Israel. That way I can give back for an organization that has already done so much for me. Through the internship, I was able to work on my grammar skills, just a little bit, my organization skills, learn how to work with others, and basically just like how to run a nonprofit organization, also through MIMLI, which happened just a little bit. We were supposed to have a bat mitzvah, that didn't happen, but yeah. Thank you for literally everything. The amount of knowledge that you have and the passion that you have for your classes and just everything Rev Cook, to Hillel, it truly is admirable. And I truly look up to you for that. Every shir, every chesed activity that you've taught us, like what it means to give back, it truly has impacted my life in ways you could not even imagine. No one can ever imagine. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for changing my life. See you next year.
Hey guys, so today I have the honor and the privilege to be speaking about our beautiful invite Ayla. So I kept on thinking of this specific quote when I was writing my speech and thinking about what I wanted to say, and I just wanted to say it, and most of you probably know it because it's from Pirkei Avot, and it's the quote, Ezehu Ashir Hasameach B'chalko, which means, who is rich? He who is happy with his lot. So that's like the reason I thought of Ayla when I thought of this quote was just because at all times she was always so happy, no matter the situation, like in her life or in the world. And I think it's really telling of who she is as a person. And Just like anytime I was at her house or with her at Kesher, she always just had a smile on her face and just constantly was able to look at the bright side. I was always thinking, Baruch Hashem, I have all these amazing things in my life, and that really, really impacted me and just made me think of like all the amazing things that I have in my life, no matter what was going on for me. And just the constant kindness and love that she gave to all of us, I think was very, like, just so amazing. I don't even have words to describe how much I truly appreciate your kindness, Ayla, throughout this entire year, taking me in like on Shabbat when I just needed to talk to you about something, even when you had a 2-week-old baby. And just 2 minutes is not enough for me to explain how much you've impacted my life and just like how much you've changed my life and my way of thinking. You never judged me for anything that I had to tell you, or like questions that I had that may seem like a little bit different. And I talk to people all the time about how much truly I think you've changed all of our lives. You may not know it, you may not realize it, but I'm here to tell you that you have. And just, I had a speech planned and I'm not going by it right now because there's just too many things to say. Like all the times that you were willing to talk to me late at night when you had a baby to take care of, and when you had family over, you were willing to drop everything just to take care of us, and that truly means the world to all of us, and especially me. And I really, really want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the advice you've given me over the last year, and I fully intend on keeping in touch, and we're going to be colleagues soon because I want to be in by it one day, so we're going to work together and it's going to be great. And I miss you so much, and yeah, thank you for everything.
Melanie over this past year has helped me an incredible amount. Since the beginning, I just threw myself onto her and was like, you're gonna help me. She's like, okay. So she always had a smile on her face. She was always able to help me, and she was always able to take my goals that I wanted to reach and to really like make sure I put them in my life. And she always checked up with me, even in like her busy schedule. She always had patience for everything. Like no matter what was stressing her out, anything she put her focus on was 100%. And you really felt that when you were sitting down with her and talking. There was like the world didn't exist. It was literally just Melanie and like you sitting down, and it was the best thing in the world. Like it was just so peaceful, and you're like, I can be a better person. I think she made me a better person by helping me realize that you can be patient. You can really understand who you are by just talking and just getting to the point of what you really want and like reaching your goals. Like she really has helped me throughout this whole entire year understand who I am as a person and what I want, what kind of values I want to bring into this world and who I am. And I just want to say thank you, and that your classes, you always have a smile on in class, and you're so there. You're not anywhere else, and it's really nice. So
hi, so today I'm going to be speaking about Rav Davidson. I wanted to start off by thanking Rav Davidson for honestly the most incredible Shabbat class that I've ever had in my life. I really appreciate Rav Davidson, the way that you teach. I think it's so inspiring and it's so thought-provoking. I really admire how all you want to do in the Shabbat class is listen to our questions, and like you get happy when we have like hard questions, when we have long questions. That's all you want. You want us to just take what you've given us, the basic steps, and build on it and learn from it and grow from it. And you want us to take forth this idea of the halachot of Shabbat, which can sometimes be like a burden of a concept. You want us to take that forth, and you want us to make it beautiful. And I think that's really what I learned from you and I think what everyone else also learned from you is that it's not hard to follow these little small intricate halachot if you make them meaningful to you, and if you ask questions and make sure that you're making it beautiful for yourself. And you really helped me see Shabbat in a different light. You really helped me see the halachot of Shabbat as something that I enjoy thinking about and I enjoy telling my friends about and sharing it with my family about. Like, I enjoy that because of you. And I'm so grateful that I was able to have you as my teacher this year. And I think I am speaking for so many of the girls that were in your class. It was an incredible opportunity. So thank you so much for helping me love learning the halachot of Shabbat. Thank you for helping us bring forth our questions in this light way where we all feel like we can really go about it in a beautiful way now. So thank you.
Hi everybody. I was asked to speak about Matthew Lippman. So first of all, Matthew, I just want to say thank you so much for coming in. Your class has been amazing. I think that you created an environment where all opinions are valid, and because of that, the discussions were really cool and really diverse, and it was an environment where your opinion doesn't make your identity, right? We always got to learn more and change our opinion, and somehow that was valid and our changing views were valid too. So that was really, really cool. Thank you. Your class has been one of my favorites, like ever, and I think that that's a very popular opinion. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to come to Machon Maayan every week, because your class has really taught me so much, and I think that applies to a lot of people. So
Shawnee, where do I begin? The past 6 months that you've been here with us at Machon Maayan have been truly incredible, and I'm so grateful that you and your family joined us for a part of the year. You've given so much to us here at Machon Maayan, and there's so many things that I can't put it all into here, but I'm just going to share a few of them. You bring so much joy and energy and life into every single room that you walk into. You just like walk in and it's just like, oh, party. You literally are the life of the party. I remember this one time when we were planning Hallel for Rosh Chodesh Adar, and we were talking about tunes, and you were like, yeah, it's gonna be so fun, we're gonna sing and we're gonna dance, and someone was like, Shawnee, like, what if people don't want to sing and dance? You were like, it's fine, like, I'll just sing loud enough for everyone, like, don't worry about it. And that's what you did. You sang loud enough for everyone, and then everyone joined along. Like, everyone just bounced off your vibe because you're just so fun. And you also just have so much knowledge, and you're so good at relaying it to others, and you always know exactly what to say. There are countless times, and I'm sure this isn't only for me, where I've come to you when I was having like a conflict or something that was bothering me, and you really just like put me at ease because you always know exactly what to say. And I'm so grateful for everything that you've given to me and to everyone here at Machon Maayan, and we love you. And we are so grateful and thankful for everything that you have done for us.
So today I'm also going to be thanking Rav Zotz, which is going to be really hard to do in under 2 minutes because there is no amount of words or time that can express the amount of gratitude I and all the other girls at Machon Maayan have towards Rav Zotz and the immeasurable impact he has made on us this year. I want to start with a line from Pirkei Avos, which is something that we're learning together. It says, Aseh lecha rav, meaning get yourself a teacher. And I really feel like I've fulfilled that line from Pirkei Avos because of the kind of teacher that Rav Zotz is. He is a teacher who will challenge you and push you and will make you see the endless potential that you have that is so hard for so many girls, including me, to see in themselves. And he cares so much about each person. He will take any amount of time to meet with you and to talk to you about anything without any judgment at all, and with so much sensitivity, and he just has the answers for everything. I don't know how, but he has so much chachma and so much knowledge of Torah,
that I wish to have one day, and he's able to take that knowledge and apply it to every situation and really help everyone, including me, see how to get through certain situations and answer any question. So before my 2 minutes is up, I also just want to talk about the way Rav Zotz teaches, which is so incredible. He's so passionate about everything he teaches, and everyone is able to have such a big takeaway from everything he teaches. I have had multiple discussions about the topics that have been taught to me by him, and I've heard other girls talking about them, and it's not just something that you learn and you quickly just forget about. Everyone can take everything Rav Zotz teaches and apply it to something in their lives and take lessons from it. And that is what I find one of the many amazing things about Rav Zotz and the kind of teacher and the kind of person that he is. So thank you, Rav Zotz. I really can't thank you enough, and none of us can really thank you enough, but hopefully in this video, which I've gone way over my time, I've expressed a little bit of that. So thank you from me and everyone at Machon.
Hi everyone, I am speaking about Reb Simcha today. I just want to thank you, Reb Simcha, for being there every week at our regular class time and the optional class afterwards. I think not only speaking about myself but about the other girls, that we really appreciated you being there and spending time with us after the regular class to just sit down and discuss any questions we have. I really appreciated all your honesty and all the amazing lessons that you taught us. I think all the students loved hanging out with you and Sabrina when you came for Shabbat. And I just want to say, speaking on behalf of all the girls, that I think you were a really big part of a lot of our year. And I just want to thank you for that, and keep being the amazing role model that you are, and keep answering questions and keep telling your incredible stories. So thank you so much. I know I will always remember many of the things you taught us, and thank you so much.
Dina, hello. So I would first like to start off with the things that I admire about you. So the first thing is your honesty. The next, your intelligence, how intellectual you are and how mevina inyan you are, and how humble you are. You know so much and you have so much to offer to all of us, yet you are so humble about it. You have helped me grow by listening to me, giving me your time and intellectual thought that I was just talking about, by trying to push me in the positive direction and simply teaching me and taking the time to explain and digest all of the answers to my questions, by going through, breaking it down, digesting it, and really making sure that at the end of the conversation, everything's clear to me, whether it be my questions about Torah, whether it be my questions about life, whether it be my questions about school. The lesson that you have taught me would be why we should listen to the rabbis, and I'm gonna leave it at that. The essence of who you are, Torah, knowledge, logic, and being intimidating and scary to everybody but me. Being honest and being straight up. And I wanted to lastly thank you for everything that you do for us here, for giving me the opportunity to be here. Really, the whole staff has given me the opportunity to be here, but you definitely were a really, really big part. I don't know how I would be here if it wasn't for all of your help, all of your patience, all of your time and energy that you have taken into helping me be here. No matter the cost, no matter the circumstance, no matter anything, you always would help me, and you literally just made it happen for me. So I really wanted to thank you for giving me that opportunity. I wanted to thank you also for listening to me pour my heart out to you in your office whenever, no matter the time, even if it's not the best time and I'm catching you in the middle of something, you're always like, what's up? Sit down, like, let's talk. Like, you're always there to listen to me pour my heart out to you, and you for the time and the patience that you give me, and for being so easy to laugh with, and for being honest and straight up, like I've said already 3 times probably, because that is the essence of who you are, and I value and respect that so much, and I think it is very important. All jokes aside, I love being in your presence because I feel like you always have good things to say, and you really have so much to offer to all of us, like I've said already. Yeah, I really appreciate you for everything that you are and do, and thank you so much for everything again.
Hello, I would just like to take a few moments to share some things about my main guy, Rev Bramson, that I admire about you. You always bless us with your amazing artwork, and you always make respectful and moral decisions, and that's really, really amazing to see that, how you can do that and how it impacts us. You've taught us to always make sure to pay for the papers that you print in the office, and a ton about halacha and how there's still more to learn about halacha, but it's amazing how much we've learned so far. A lesson that we've learned is that you will not be as religious as Rev Bramson unless you're wearing black and white. And to always say thank you, even to the bus drivers, if it's their job, or to anybody, always say thank you. The essence of Rev Bramson is that he is a wimp. I'm kidding. Just being like a good person, being an upstanding person, that is really the essence of Rev Bramson. I would like to thank you for making me stand up to bullies this year. You've really brought out this great side of me, so thank you. I also want to thank you for helping me strengthen my religious beliefs and just being a good yid. Thank you so much, Rev Bramson.
Sabrina Brick, where do I even begin? She's easygoing, a great listener, gives the best advice. My personal growth in her class is she just allowed me to open up. I got used to classes. I was more confident in classes and saying what I really wanted to do. She always taught us to don't be afraid to tell people what's bothering you, take care of the people around you, listen, learn from every single experience possible, and just enjoy yourself, and don't be afraid how people might think of you or anything like that. She is in essence just such a kind-hearted, easygoing, and an overall just a great helper. When she sees something wrong, she immediately goes for it. If it's that in her classes, if it's outside of her classes, if it's just a random person on the street, Sabrina Brick, there's no doubt in my mind, would go help anyone if it's possible. Personally, I just want to thank her for my personal growth in seminary, helping me get through all of my problems, and she just told me to enjoy every second that I had in Israel because it's going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. In her classes, it was just amazing how she could open up and really speak to us, and she answered all of our questions, and she's just amazing. And thank you so much for such an amazing year in class, outside of class, listening to my rants and everything. You really helped me, and thank you so much.
I just wanted to say a huge thank you to Rav Noam for everything that I've learned from him this year. I was in his Netivot Shalom Sefer Shmos class, and in that class we spent a lot of time talking about the deep, intrinsic, inherent value that every single Jew has within them, and then we also spoke a lot about Ahavas Yisrael, and those ideas, to be able to see it in a Sefer and learn such incredible words of Torah from him is one thing, but then what added just this incredible layer of depth to it was not only are they just words that we're learning, but it's so clear that this is just the way that Rav Noam sees things. He's reading something, but really he's just reading a representation of the way that he sees every person and just goes about his life. And it's so clear how much he cares about every single individual and sees their intrinsic value immediately. And both from stories that he tells and shares anecdotally, but also the way that he speaks to us, he asks every single person, you can see in his eyes, he cares so much, really wants to know how we're doing and really wants to make sure that our family is okay, especially during this crazy time. There's just so much to learn from and look up to in this way.
Hi Rev K, so I just wanted to thank you for an incredible year at Machon Maayan. I came into this year with a lot of doubts and a lot of questions about what I believed in, and you took the time out of your busy day to meet with me, and you encouraged me to ask the hard questions, and instead of just throwing sources at me or trying to convince me that what I felt wasn't valid or that it was wrong, you helped me and encouraged me to look deeper into what I believed and what I felt, and to show me that there was other ways to see it. And I thank you for helping me grow in that way, and I hope to continue growing, and I know that because of the things that you taught me, I will be able to. So thank you.
Hey Yosefa, I want to thank you so much for being our Jewish women's teacher this year. What I admire about you is your practicality, your knowledge, and your connection with the girls. I can speak from experience that I had a connection with you, and we had a chavrusa together, and we would learn Perkei Avos, and sometimes I would just break my head trying to understand what these rabbis are saying, and you would be like, hey, calm down, like, it's right in front of you, like, don't dig so deep, like, it's just literal, and you would just see Torah for how it is, and I would just always get so excited to learn with you, because I just wanted to get more and more of your knowledge and learn so much more from you, because I am in such awe of all the things that you know. The way you helped me grow is that even when it didn't pertain to Torah topics and I approached you with struggles or problems, you would also apply that practicality and open my eyes in a new way that I was so thankful for. Lessons that you've taught us, especially with modesty, which was a big part of the topic in class, that you showed us there's not one way. And it wasn't even an opinionated class. You showed us all the rabbis and all the commentators didn't even agree on one way. And something I admire about the class so much was that everything was sources. And I don't think I am ever going to have a class like that again, where the sources are in front of me, the proof is in front of me. When all my life I've been taught, cover this, cover that, and you showed us what does it really mean to be a Jewish woman, a Jewish wife, just a Jewish person, and you really showed us the proof, which was so helpful. And now I can say, I know what modesty means in the Torah, and I know like what the rabbis think, and it's not just hearsay. I think the essence of you, Yosefa, is that even though we like learn such serious topics in class that like apply to our life and how we dress and act, you were also able to get goofy and have fun with us and make jokes and tell us personal stories, which I loved hearing every single time. And I'm just so thankful that we had you as a teacher to relay such important information to us. I am so thankful.
Rav Johnny is the most low-key teacher in the school. Over the last year, Rav Johnny has taught me how to love Torah, how to understand different mefarshim, how to peacefully coexist with other religions, and most importantly, the best movie dance-off scene. Rav Johnny also makes sure that his classes are not only intellectual, but enjoyable as well. Whether we're learning about Moshe's last speech, what Rashi thought on the Parsha, or different Chinese phrases, I've always looked forward to coming to class. Rav Johnny also made sure that we always felt comfortable and that if we needed him, he was there. If Rav Johnny was a Muppet, he'd probably be Statler and Waldorf with a combination of Kermit because of his kindness. Because he's always there to make us laugh, but he does it out of love. Thank you so much, Rav Johnny, for all you have done. Whether it was waving when I had a question, or making sure I don't have a helicopter in my room, or giving me a new appreciation for Christianity and Islam, or giving me a new insight on the Parsha. You have truly inspired me. Thank you so much.
Hey Rav G, I want to say thank you so much for an incredible, unique, meaningful STEM experience, even though it was cut short. I knew I was always able to come to you with any questions or even if I just wanted some advice. Even though I'm not the favorite Port and Dr. Port will always rank higher than me, I've come to accept it and really thank you so much for everything you've done.
Hi everyone, so today I was asked to speak about Mara Lee, and it was hard for me to find like certain words to describe Mara Lee, because when you meet her, you just feel the type of person she is. She's always smiling, she's always happy, she's always willing to put anything aside to talk to you, and she's so open to anything. You can come to her and she will talk to you without any judgment, and she really cares about each person individually. She always puts other people before herself, and she's such a selfless and genuine person. The way Mara Lee teaches is with such sensitivity and such love of Torah that when she teaches, everyone just wants to learn from her because she's such an amazing role model, and everything she teaches is things that she takes on herself. And when she teaches things, it's like she's learning them for the first time. So it's as she's as excited to learn the things that she's teaching as everyone else. She always comes into class excited to teach and with a smile, and I know that not only me but every single person feels this way about her. And it's just amazing the amount of care she has for each girl in Machon Maayan. It's almost as if we're all like her children, and she just wants the best for everybody. No matter what that takes, she'll do it for you. And I've not met so many people like that in my life, and it's so amazing that I get to have her as a role model and as a teacher. And I know that even 5 years down the line, I can come back to her and she will be there for me and anyone else who would ever want to talk to her or learn from her. So thank you so much, Marilee, and thank you so much from all of us.
Hi everyone, I have the privilege to be talking about our amazing member of staff, Shuli. I admire how caring she is and how she can understand people so easily and read people and see what's going on without them even telling her. I think that's an amazing trait to have, and I really admire it because it means she's so easy to go to for advice and anything, and she'll help you. I also admire her amazing artwork, honestly so talented. Also admire her life story, like what she's been through. I think it's really, really admirable. And I just admire everything about her. Everything. Her positivity, the list is endless. This teacher's helped me grow a lot. She's been there for me when times have been tough. She's given me such good advice. The lessons I've learned from Shuli are a lot. Learned that you can always change or grow, no matter what background you come from, no matter what. There's always hope to become a better person, and you're not just stuck as one way your entire life. There's always fluctuation to change. How has she impacted me? Well, she's definitely inspired me. I mustn't forget to mention her amazing sense of style. That's all modest. Well, that's quite impactful because it shows that you don't really need to be immodest to be stylish. I feel like the true essence of her is definitely, I think she could be like a female Moshiach or something. She's like a spiritual queen. Everything she says is just so holy. She walks into the room and you just feel her holiness. I can't really describe it, but I think everyone would agree with me. And what would I like to thank her for? Everything, just being there. If she wasn't there, I think my seminary experience would have been completely different and would not have been the same, since I literally took all her classes on a Tuesday afternoon, and she was my Kesher teacher as well. So definitely not the same. Love you.
Hello everyone! I'd like to tell you about a very special person. Someone who has taught so many girls how to psychoanalyze their friends and manipulate their future husbands. I'm kidding. It's Dina Eddingson. Anyone who has taken Dina's classes knows that they're always very participatory. I remember some of our first classes. Dina was so open and friendly. All of us felt instantly able to relax and joke around. Speaking of, I'd like to present to you a special guest, Abby Wagner!
I just want to keep this quick and simple, but your class is the highlight of my Sunday and Tuesday. Unless it was Monday and Wednesday, then it was a highlight of that. I'm kidding. I know it was Sunday and Tuesday. But from day one, you were open and caring and nice, and I really appreciated that. Thank you so much.
In all seriousness, Dina has made such an impact on my year. I felt comfortable voicing my struggles in her Jewish women's class, and she helped me open up to so many more aspects of Judaism. Our time in Sfat as a group was something I'll never forget. Thank you, Dina, from all of us. Your presence is truly a blessing at Machon Maayan.
Yomit is intense, but in the warmest way possible. She is like the mama bear. and I think that's the perfect way to describe her. One point, I was going to her house on a Friday, and I had to take water bottles from her house to the pagoda for Shabbos, and there were 2 cases of water bottles, each with handles, and I was just gonna carry both at the same time over to the pagoda, and she said, no, you can't do that, no. And I said, why not? And she said, because we want you to remain healthy so that you can have kids one day, and we want you to stay safe. And I just thought that was so endearing and so uniquely Yonit, that Yonit does not sugarcoat. Yonit, we can all agree, Yonit is not someone who is apologetic or about what she thinks or soft, I guess, but she's warm and she cares fiercely, and I just think that's such a wonderful and important quality to have. So I just want to thank Yoni for always being so fiercely protective and caring and just being the best mama bear anyone could have. Thank you so much, Yoni.